one, go for it.
Hi, my name is David. You're watching the Charlie Veitch channel.
Thank you, David. Morning, everyone. We're here at Friday, 18th or 19th. Who keeps track these days? But the question we're going to start with today is, until you've had a crackhead launch a pretty decent plank at your face from across a busy street, have you even lived? So, a couple of points to note. There's been big protests up and down the UK since the Metropolitan Police hogtied and arrested the lady protestors. My kids have been back at school for 11 days. I turned up at the Crown Court yesterday or the day before, and I'm filming and questioning the security guard that says, "Is there a murder trial here?" And instead of telling me to F off, he goes, "Sir, go into the public gallery and enjoy the trial." I'm like, so for me, lockdown's over. We don't need to talk too much about the coof. So let's return back to the old normal. We're heading into town again because it is my job. What else am I going to do? Sit in my car so that only 4,000 of you watch it? No, I'm going to do a massive video so that 50,000 of you watch it. All right, we're here in Piccadilly Gardens. Obviously, there's been a few, as I mentioned, a few anti-police protests, anti-violence, anti-male violence, yada yada. Now, someone here has spray painted. Seriously, one sec. I'll talk to you in a second. Let me just finish my piece. Right. So, someone spray painted during one of the protests here. ACAB means all cops. Now, all cops are bastards means all cops. Okay. And the council has obviously tried to spray paint it away. As you can see, all the algae and the dirt. But what they've actually done is they've highlighted the message. Again. You know, look, I've got two things to say about this. Perhaps all the statues do need to be maintained to look nice. I mean, this is immediate central Manchester. They do. But secondly as well, I can tell you firsthand that obviously not all cops are bastards. I have cop friends. I've met many cops in very difficult positions when I've been in a difficult position who could have fucked me over, and they chose to use discretion and not fuck me over. So, are all cops bastards? No, they're not. And the crackhead woman had something to say to me, so we'll see what she's got to say. Now, I'll try and pause it. Could have got my gloves on. Let's take the gloves off. Yeah, just fucking drunken crackhead. So, many of you are asking in the last few videos, when will the slap of Damascus return? The slap that was heard in Norway. The slap that actually knocked down 20 pine trees from the shockwave. That taxi driver took in his face, deservedly. Right, okay, so the reason I try and avoid any sort of physical violence is because there's a very, very thin tightrope that you walk when you're out in the field as a crazed Charlie Veitchian blogger, as a YouTuber. Very fine tightrope between pushing the envelope out and then everybody getting arrested for public disorder. You go home bleeding, kids are upset, your camera gets smashed. So the reason angry taxi driver got a slap in the face, he got the slap of Damascus, is because I was there with a baby in a pram. I had nowhere to retreat, and he came up to me, grabbed me by the chest, tried to grab my camera, and the rest is history. But with security guards at the mass vaccination centre, with long hair throwing a plank of wood at me, didn't have the baby with me. I prefer to be such a Chad, to be so alpha, that I don't back down. I only have one hand available, because one hand's filming, because the photons need to be captured, and I can still defeat these people without throwing a single punch. Now, long hair, you know, on video, he was all like, yeah, I'm going to kill you on my son's life, I'm going to kill you. But in reality, he sat at home going, oh shit, I'm all over video doing some very illegal things, so I think I'll stay at home and leave Mr. Veitch alone. So yeah, long hair, you tried to breach the Veitch, you fucked yourself. Okay, everyone, we're here in Piccadilly Gardens with my friend and security guard and also multi-faith preacher?
Certainly am, yeah.
Excellent. His name's Kai. And I met Kai right over there when 18 months ago I was being harassed by a drunken Somali gentleman. And then Kai, knowing some very good self-defense moves, brought the situation to a very sleepy end. And the gentleman was fine and he got arrested and he went off. But Kai, I was walking down the street, he said, Charlie, I want to talk to you about the interaction between certain protest groups and security.
Absolutely, yeah.
What is it you'd like to get off your chest?
I'd like these people to understand that if we're on certain types of venue, we are not allowed to give out personal information for those venues. And it comes under GDPR, it comes under client privilege. And I think they need to understand there's a lot of boys and girls out there that do this job, and they're not only security guards, they're the person that someone comes to talk to that they haven't had the chance to talk to someone for 4 weeks. We deal with a lot of mental health issues, we deal with the homeless, we deal with gangs, we deal with drug related incidents. Myself personally here on Piccadilly Gardens, I watched the youngest guy I ever saw. He was about 10 years old. He looked like an angel. He stuck in my head, that
10-year-old?
10-year-old. Blonde hair, blue eyed little boy.
What was he doing?
He was dealing drugs.
Dealing drugs? What, like spice and all that nasty shit?
So I want to ask you guys out there, when you see us and you look at us like thugs and uneducated individuals, let me explain you something to you. When I saw that boy, I'm not looking at the fact he's a drug dealer. Why is he out on the street with the gangs? Why is his home life so bad that he feels safe to come out, be in a gang and deal drugs?
Exactly. So is it a common thing that just someone, because of COVID restrictions or just whatever, you just have people just randomly start abusing you, filming you, calling you all sorts of names just for being a security guard? Is that?
It's nothing to do with COVID. I think this is a general issue with the public. I think we have a bad reputation from, I'm going to say, previous decades. Now, the boys and girls need to understand we are not all thugs. We are not all animals. A lot of us are well-educated individuals. A lot of the boys have past forces history. A lot of the boys have come from bad backgrounds and they made an effort to be something better. We are here for the community, we're here for the people. If you ever have a question you want to ask me, please come and speak to me. Don't assume.
That's great. Now, to turn the camera around to be next to Kai, a few weeks ago I had a guy shout at me, praise Dale Cregan, all cops are bastards. And I challenged him aggressively, saying, how can you say all of them, even the nice ones that save little kids from house fires or, you know, whatever. So what Kai's saying is, you cannot judge an entire profession, of which there's literally millions across the world, off a few bad eggs. There's bad people in every profession. So let's all be nice to each other. Let's all enjoy the golden rule.
Absolutely so. And I'm actually a Muslim, but I'm multi-faith, and Islam is humanity. You ever need to speak to anybody, you're not sure about anything in the city centre, you can't miss this face, come and have a chat. If I can help you, hand on my heart, I'll go out my way.
Thank you very much, Kai. Well, there you go, guys. He's actually quite a theologically intelligent academic, and not just Islam, but anything you want to talk about to do with religion, Kai's your man. But again, I grew up on a diet of 9/11 and 7/7 bombings, Islam this, Islam that. And it took me actually working with a group of Muslim guys at an Orthodox Jewish company for me to realize we're all the same. So thank you, Kai.
You're welcome, my bro.
Cheers.
Take it easy, man.
Cheers. I always enjoy spending time with Kai, the bearded gentleman I've just interviewed on the video there. He's a gentle, yet very strong man, like spiritually strong. He's talking very openly, again off camera as well, about the main features of Piccadilly Gardens behind me and all of Manchester city centre. It's mental health, drug abuse, substance abuse, alcoholism, and it all stems from childhood. And you know, when we step away from the drama for a minute, it's an interesting thought experiment to see every grown-up you meet, every adult that you see, if they're a bit strange, try and imagine them as a baby, as like a little 6-month-old crying for its mummy. Cut. In conclusion, just to get over this last thread of thoughts I've been going through very philosophically, when anyone acts in a malicious and immoral manner towards you, or you see it, someone's a victim of some malice, you don't just walk away and say, oh well, they had a bad childhood. Of course you have to impose some righteousness, you have to step in stop the horror, you might need to be violent. But I think the empathy, the sympathy, the long-term unconditional love we're all aiming for, don't be excessive. Don't victimize the person. Don't take out all your anger on people less fortunate than you if you catch them acting in a less fortunate way. It's all about balance. Balance. And something's popped on my nose. What the hell? Just a quick rundown on the latest crime and punishment news for the region. Last night about 11 p.m. in Bury, just North Manchester, a petrol bomb was thrown at a car and shots were fired. At Chester Court this morning, a Manchester teenager was thrown in jail, caged like the animal he is, for blinding and almost killing a 40-year-old man in a horrific hammer attack. Imagine hammering someone's skull so badly that they go blind. Almost forgot, at Manchester Crown Court this morning, an 18-year-old Manchester man was he avoided a prison sentence for attacking a rival in the street with a samurai sword. Didn't get any jail time. And I was reading the report, and his defense lawyer, the defense solicitor, goes, "Oh, my client has ADHD, which makes him at times unable to control his behavior." If I heard that, I'd be like, well, throw him in fucking jail then. If he can't control his behavior, you're not going to have bloody hot-headed teenagers running around with samurai swords. I'm sorry, but surely we must be one of the few civilized countries where you can attack someone with a samurai sword in the street and not even spend a week in jail. The fuck's going on in Aldi?
Hey, how you doing?
All good, mate. Everything okay?
Yeah, he just reckons he's got bad leg feet, very horses. There's nothing wrong with him.
Fair enough.
Do I reckon I've got a bad legs? Do I reckon I've got a bad legs? Because you won't listen. No, you won't listen. You won't listen. There's no blood coming out of that one, no, because I'm not stood up yet.
Oh, but you were fine walking around the shop 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
with no blood coming out.
he's photographed me.
From what I can tell, what's happening behind me, there was a vulnerable guy who was walking around Aldi. For some reason, we don't know, the security tried to remove him from the shop. He has sat down in the entrance hall saying his leg is too sore and he needs an ambulance. I think he's protesting the fact that he is no longer welcome in Aldi by staying in Aldi. And as I was just chatting to Kai about, security on Market Street around Manchester have a very... Hello. I'm in the middle of a video, but come on, do you want to be part of it? No, come on in, come on in. Come around this side, be on my video, come over here. So, as I'm filming, some lovely people who watch my channel. Hello.
Hi, Charlie.
Hello, mate. Thanks for saying hello. I've got this hand free. I'll shake your hand. Thank you. What, who are you here with? Your son or something?
Oh, just with my mate from work.
Oh, I see.
On the camera, but I've never met you because I've watched your work.
Thank you very much. Well, as you can see,
really good.
I'm filming the craziness.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm in the middle of the guy. Oh, thank you so much, good man. Thank you, appreciate that.
Well, nice to meet you anyway. Really
Appreciate
good,
that.
I watched you around Salford Precincts.
Yeah.
Pretty rough, wouldn't it? It's
Yeah, very rough.
Since,
Well, you know what I have to wear just for protection?
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway,
Crazy. Nice to meet you as well. What's your name? Ray. Shout out to Ray. He's saying hello. Cheers, Ray. Take care, man. Take care. Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Cheers, Ray. Well, yeah, let's just get a bit closer. Let's
Just sat down on two of these
I'm on the floor because that's horses up here. Yeah, because that's horses is here.
He says he's chosen to sit there.
I'm just showing you my leg.
We're still at the sitting down vulnerable man situation at Aldi. Coming up behind me, you will see there's 4. Hello, sir. 1 sec. There's 4 fluorescent Metrolink security staff who from a distance look like cops with bulletproof vests on. Hello, how are you? It's the gentleman from the Piccadilly Rats, always a friendly face. So the people behind me, not these individuals, but Metrolink security, were in the civil court and they got prosecuted for the unlawful killing of a vulnerable guy in the street. They, on body cam, they manhandled him until he died. And they say they're not going to prosecute the individuals involved, but it's violent clown world when fluorescent people who are there to maintain the peace end up killing you for your alleged crackheady, vulnerable behavior in the city centre. Now, can my viewers please answer me this? How does an organisation or a group of people get a ruling from the coroner that someone's been unlawfully killed, yet no individuals face prosecution? I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure it's not La La Land. I'm sure my lawyery type viewers will answer me that someone's unlawfully killed. It's on the official documents at the coroner that they've been unlawfully killed, yet no one faces prosecution. We're here still outside Aldi, and I got chatting to a young man who's here, and he's like, I work at the Spar, which is another retail establishment, and the guy walking down there, the coloured guy, the gentleman I'm speaking to, has had to, in the past, defend himself physically against them. Punchy. And he knows these guys in here. They're shoplifters, and they shoplift all the time, and they're violent and aggressive. So we got chatting, me and Mr. Young Man, and I said, look, check out my YouTube channel. This is what I do. Check out this last video where I got planked. And he goes, oh yeah, I know that guy. His name's Ali. He's trouble. And I said, you know the lady he was with? He goes, yeah, that's Valerie. So the gentleman's been a goldmine of information. We now know that Mr. Planky, who gave me death threats on video, he said, he goes, on my son's life, I will kill you, Charlie Veitch. And he planked it. He planked it. So Valerie and Ali, hope you enjoyed the last video. You're famous now. It's now 5 minutes later since we discovered Ali and Valerie, the planking death threaters. Now, I went in there because the two crazies are squaring up to the security guard. They're getting right in his face an inch away, and security guards are being very, very decent, not reacting, not getting emotional. But they are being tried, and the police have been called. I went in just to say to the security guard, are you okay? Not that I'm anyone, but are you okay? And he goes, yeah, I'm okay. And the two crackheads were like, we'll fucking kill you. So I turned to the security guard. I said, are you filming this? He goes, yeah, we're filming it. So I used to be able to do YouTube without daily death threats, but it's a different environment now, isn't it? Right, they have a tall Aldi staff member. Come out of the store, guys. Leave the poor Aldi staff alone. Come on. Hey, if you guys come and chase me and leave them alone. Come on.
What are you on about? Chase you? Are you gay? Chase me.
Chase me?
You are you? You're not pop off the telly.
Fear me not, crackhead. Come and chase me.
No, chase you.
Come on.
Come and chase you. Stop acting like a fag. Because you're making a
Come on.
twat of yourself.
Come and get me. Come and get me. Come and get me, guys. Come on. Come and get me. Come on, guys. Come and get me. Anyway, you're both well-known troublemaker shoplifters, so why don't you...
No, we're not. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. None of us are...
Hey, don't come too close to me. Don't come too close to me.
None of us are...
I'm warning, don't come too close to me.
I'll keep walking towards you.
Don't come too close to me.
I'll keep walking towards you.
Hey, I'm feeling threatened by you.
Don't raise your fist. Yeah.
Dude.
I have just been assaulted by you.
Get back.
And he's just
Get
filmed
back.
it. Hey, and he's
Get
just
back.
filmed it.
Yeah.
And he's just filmed it.
Get back, I'm scared.
What's your name,
You're
mate?
scared of what? Yeah.
What's your name?
Charlie Veitch. Look me up.
Pardon?
Charlie Veitch. You can look me up.
Yeah, Charlie Beach, wanker.
Don't come close to me again.
What do you mean don't close to me again?
Don't
I
come
can
close to
stand
me
where
again.
I want.
Not too close to me, you can't.
You cannot kick me. Nothing out of your tit. You
That's
just
fine.
kicked me over.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I had to defend myself.
You didn't.
I had to defend myself.
You didn't. No, you didn't.
I had to defend
Watch
myself.
This. Watch this. I guarantee you can have a dozen.
Oh my God, what's going on here? Wait a minute. This is too meta. What is real anymore?
Side of the bin, and then let her pick that. Yeah.
Hey man.
Hey, mate.
Loving how abstract this all is. It's like fucking Hollywood bin men.
That's it.
Hollywood bin men.
I am white.
That's the best footage I've ever seen in my life.
Meow meow. I said meow. Meow.
I agree. I agree. Just howl. Stretch. Scratch. Little scratch. Stretch those claws. Ooh, that feels good. Now come and say hello again. Come and say hello.
Meow. Meow.
And then you say, hello, my name is Kitty Cat and you're watching the Charlie Veitch channel. Thank you.